stood there trembling. The king was in his dread, 'cause the giant in the valley was just laughing at what they said. He was 9 feet tall and angry, with a spear just like a beam, and the hope of all of Israel was a dead and buried dream. 'Cause there wasn't a man among them who was strong enough to fight that unholy beast of wickedness in the fading evening light. Then a shepherd boy came walking with a simple sack of bread and a fire in his spirit from the holy words he'd read. He heard the giant's blasphemy, he heard the wicked curse, and he knew a God in heaven that was bigger and not worse for the wear. So he walked out with 5 smooth stones and a shepherd's simple sling, and a faith that knew the battle was the battle of the king. He didn't wear the king's own armor, he didn't need a sword. I'm just walked out in the power of the name of his own Lord. And the giant, he came crashing down for all the world to see that the victory's not for the strong, but for the likes of you and me. And I think about the giants that I face in my own life, the giant of addiction and of bitterness and strife, the giant of my own past and the giant of my fear. And they stand there in my valley and they whisper in my ear that I'm not strong enough to beat them, that I'm destined just to fall. And I try to fight them with my own strength and I lose it all. But I'm walking out with 5 smooth stones and a shepherd's simple sling, and a faith that knows the battle is the battle of the king. I'm not wearing my own armor, I don't need a fancy sword. I'm just walking in the power of the name of my own Lord. And my giants, they'll come crashing down for all the world to see that the victory's not for the strong, but for the likes of you and me. Yeah. 'Cause you don't need a mighty army, you don't need a brilliant plan, you just need the faith to stand there like a God-anointed man, and to know the one who's fighting in this battle at your side is the one in whom a shepherd boy could faithfully abide.
5 smooth stones,
And a faith that is so true
5 smooth stones,
is all he needs from you. 5 smooth The plate is passed in silence down the long and dusty pew. I've done this 1,000 times, it's nothing really new. Just a little piece of cracker and a little sip of wine. a quiet Sunday ritual, a customary sign. I've often gone right through the motions with my mind a million miles away, on the worries of the week to come, at the closing of the day. But the preacher reads the passage on the night he was betrayed, and the familiar words he's speaking are a heavy price he paid. He took the bread and broke it, and he lifted up the cup, and he gave a new commandment for his own to take it up. And he said, do this in remembrance of the sacrifice I made. And a sudden wave of gratitude makes all my worries fade. In remembrance of the body that was broken on the tree, in remembrance of the blood that bought my pardon wild and free. And this simple little cracker is a mountain of His grace, and a tear falls in my wine cup as I'm in this holy place. My memory is a traitor, Lord, it's fickle and it's weak. It forgets the mighty promises your holy scriptures speak. It forgets the price of mercy, it forgets the empty tomb, it forgets the light of heaven that can break right through the gloom. So you gave me this reminder, this simple, humble sign, so a foolish heart like mine would know that your own heart is mine. And you said, do this in remembrance of the sacrifice I made. And a sudden wave of gratitude makes all my worries fade. In remembrance of the body that was broken on the tree, in remembrance of the blood that bought my pardon wild and free. And this simple little cracker is a mountain of His grace, and a tear falls in my wine cup as I'm in this holy place. So this is more than just a ritual, it's more than bread and wine. It's a meeting with the Savior in a moment so divine. It's the anchor for my whole week, it's the strength to carry on, remembering His mercy from the dusk until the dawn. In remembrance of the love that set me free, in remembrance. Lord, I do this for Thee, in remembrance of the sacrifice I made. And the sudden wave of gratitude makes all my worries fade. In remembrance of the body that was broken on the tree, in remembrance of the blood that bought my pardon wild and free. And this simple little cracker is a mountain of His grace, and a tear falls in my wine cup as I'm in this holy place. The supper had been eaten, the bread was broken, gone. We were talking about a kingdom and who'd sit upon the throne. Our hearts were full of pride, Lord, our minds were full of might. We were arguing about who was greatest in the slowly fading light. Then you stood up from the table and you laid your robes aside, and you wrapped a servant's towel around your waist and knelt to kill my pride. And you came to me the first, Lord, with the basin and the cloth, and a fire rose inside me, a self-righteous, angry froth. I said, you'll never wash my feet, Lord. I said, it cannot be. A servant's job is not the work for a king of majesty. But you looked at me with patient eyes that said, if I don't wash you clean, then you will have no part with me in the world that's yet unseen. And the truth that hit me like a flood, a wave of desperate need for the cleansing of my spirit from my every wicked deed. And I cried, Lord, not just my feet, but my hands and my head too. If a part of you is all I get, then all of me needs all of you. And I think about that lesson when I'm standing tall and proud, and I try to wash my own sins in the middle of the crowd. I try to make myself look clean. I try to play the part of a man who's got it all together with a pure and holy heart. But the dust of my own journey, it just clings to my own soul. And only you can make me clean. And only you can make me whole. And I remember your own patient eyes that said, if I don't wash you clean, then you will have no part with me in the world that's yet unseen. And the truth, it hits me like a flood, a wave of desperate need for the cleansing of my spirit from my every wicked deed. And I cried, Lord, not just my feet, but my hands and my head too. If a part of you is all I get, then all of me needs all of you. And you told us all to do the same, to bow our stubborn knees and to serve our weary brothers and to bring their souls some ease. 'Cause the leader is the servant, and the first one is the last. A lesson that was anchored to a future and a past. Not just my feet, but my hands and my head too. Not just my feet, Lord, I give my all to you. of me. We were walking down that dusty road, our hearts were full of pain, talking about the bitter loss and the promise made in vain. We thought that he was gone for good, our hope was in the grave, and the only thing left for us to do was just to try and be brave. Then a stranger joined us on the path, and he asked us what's the news. And we told him about the heartache and the prophecies and blues. And he began to talk about the prophets and the things that they had said, how the Christ must suffer many things before he raised his head. From the cross that brought the darkness and the tomb that held the light, and the words just started burning in our spirits through the night. And the road to Emmaus, it was long and it was winding and so slow, but our hearts began to burn inside with a truth we didn't know, until he broke the bread before us in a simple, holy way. And our eyes were finally opened on that blessed sacred day, and we knew him in the breaking of the bread. He was finally revealed. And I think about the times, Lord, when I walk this life alone, and the troubles on my journey feel like concrete, heavy stone. And I talk about my heartache, and I talk about my fear, and I forget that you are walking right there, holding me so dear. I forget that you are speaking in the scriptures and the rain, and you're always there to heal my heart and take away my pain. 'Cause the road to Emmaus, it can be long and it can be winding and so slow, but my heart can start to burn inside with a truth I didn't know, until you break the bread before me in a simple, holy way. And my eyes are finally opened on that blessed sacred day, and I know you in the breaking of the bread, you have finally revealed. And the joy I had forgotten, my own broken soul is healed. Then he vanished from our eyesight, and we ran back through the night to tell the other brothers about the miracle of light, that the Lord is truly risen, and he's walking by our side, and he opens up our blind eyes so we